Hey there, younger youth of Nativity of Mary. It's Pat Millay coming back for the most recent installment of our Catholic Faith Formation Nativity of Mary videos. It's great to be with you guys. Hopefully you had a wonderful, blessed Christmas, that you had a happy new year, that 2021's off to a great start. And it's great to, I was going to say it's great to see you. I can't see you at all because I recorded this, but hopefully it's great for you to see me. I don't know, whatever. What I want to talk about this month is this idea it's kind of a really important, but sometimes it's an easier said than done idea, right? It's this idea that every human life matters, right? That every human life makes a difference, that everyone actually has what we would call human dignity, right? So what does that mean? Well, unless you believe that there is a God who made all of us, and unless you believe that that God loves all of us because he made us in his image and likeness out of love, unless you believe those two things, the idea that human beings are all valuable, that they're all equal, it might not make a lot of sense, right? I mean, frankly, the reason that we are all equal is because God made us. So think of every person that you've ever known. Think of every person that you will never meet in your entire life. The people that lived 1,000 years ago, the people that will live 1,000 years from now, the people around the world that you'll never see, that you'll never meet, you'll never know their names. All of those people, billions and billions of people that we'll never even know, they're all children of God, right? They're all a part of God's family. And what our faith tells us, what our relationship with God tells us, is that we are called to treat all of God's people the same way that he does, right? Because we relate to God, because we love God and he loved us first, it's our duty, our responsibility, and it's really our joy, hopefully, to treat everyone else around us with that same love. But unfortunately, we live in a world where that's difficult. And sometimes we're even surrounded by people who tell us that that's not the way we should act, right? A lot of times people find it difficult to be loving and to see God in people that aren't like them, you know? But it's our duty as Catholics, and especially maybe if you have friends at school that are different from you, if there are kids that go to your school that have different backgrounds, they look different, they speak differently, maybe they have different physical abilities, right? It's really important for you as a member of that school to treat everyone with an equal sense of love, right? Now, that doesn't mean that you have to be best friends with everyone, right? That's impossible. That would never happen. What it means, though, is that we have to treat everyone with love. We have to choose what is good for everyone around us, whether we know them or not. So, think about like people that are maybe different races, right? They have different skin colors, they come from different countries, different cultures, different ethnicities, different family backgrounds. All of us are children of God. Even people that don't worship God like we do. Even people that don't maybe even believe in God. All of them are God's children. They're all equal, and we have to treat them like God does. Think of people with different, like I mentioned before, different physical abilities, right? So there are people who just have different challenges and needs in life sometimes. Maybe they're in a wheelchair. Maybe they have different mental or emotional needs that need to be met. Maybe they have trouble with their eyesight, with their hearing. Maybe the way that their skin looks, the way that their physical features look is different from ours. Maybe that makes us a little bit even uncomfortable and we don't know how to act around them. Someone like Mother Teresa is a great example of that. She worked with people all the time who were really physically unable and sometimes mentally, emotionally unable. So what did she do? She just loved them. She just did what was best for them. St. Damien of Molokai was another one, right? He went halfway across the world to an island of Molokai where the leper community was exiled. They were shut out of all human contact because other people didn't want to get leprosy. And St. Damien, the priest, went to them and said, I will go. I'll go serve the people that no one else wants to love. I will love them. That's what Jesus did, right? I mean, he's just being like Jesus. Mother Teresa was just being like Jesus. That's our call too. And I know that part of what you guys are doing this month is doing service for Veep, right? Doing things to help people who maybe have a difficult time affording food or a safe home or some of the other necessities of their family. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You guys are doing it, right? I mean, there are people that you don't know, that you'll probably never meet, who may be very different from you, people that you are choosing to love through your actions, through physical, tangible things, right? And we do this for everyone, right? We do this for babies before they're born, even. We have to defend and protect them and make sure that they're safe. We do it for people who are even mean to us. Think about how hard that is, right? I mean, people who are mean to us, at times we don't think they deserve to be loved. We don't think that they have earned our love. And to be honest, maybe they haven't, right? I mean, that's a real thing. But Jesus calls us to forgive and he calls us to love. Again, it doesn't mean you have to be best friends with them, but it does mean that we have to love them, that we have to choose what's good for them. And sometimes all that is just forgiveness, you know? So this month, especially in January, where we think about what it means to be loving and kind to all the people around us, maybe think about the people in your life that you could do a better job of loving, you know? I know for many of us, for me, when I was growing up, maybe it's the people in your own home. Maybe it's hard to be loving towards your parents if they're asking you to do things you don't want to do, if you don't understand their rules sometimes. Maybe it's seeing them as children of God. Maybe it's a brother or sister, right? Maybe they take your stuff without asking, or they come into your room, or who knows what, right? Like, maybe you need to ask God for the grace to love them more perfectly. And again, maybe there's people at your school, people in your neighborhood, people that you'll never even meet, that you can choose to love and to serve them the way Jesus did. January is a great month to do that, and especially during this time following Christmas, right? I mean, Jesus became a human being, and he made humanity even more holy than it already was. And because of that, we have the honor, the joy of treating everyone else around us like they're a reflection of God, because they are, and so are you. So please know that I'm praying for you. I'm really proud of you for serving during this month of January. And let's all of us work to make sure that all human life is protected, that it's loved, that it's respected, and that everyone knows that they're loved by God and by us. God bless you guys. We'll see you next month.